Alright, welcome back to another video, and today we have some news to talk about in my home country of Armenia. I finally get to talk about Armenian news, and I will be doing that from now on way more. Since I have the capabilities to finally make news about Armenia, since I didn't have great news sources, now I do, so that's good. So, some happened recently as in like a couple hours ago. Currently it's February 13th, and today there was some, I guess you could say, border clashes in the Syuniq Province. So I'm showing the village on screen right now. This is in the Syuniq Province, as I just said. This village is near some of the occupied zones in Armenia. For those who actually most don't know this, but currently sovereign Armenian territory is being occupied by Azerbaijan. Our so-called territorial integrity is being very much respected by both Azerbaijan and as well as the EU and Russia and ourselves, even though no one's saying anything about it, which I find very interesting. The reason for which I do not know, but that's besides the point. So, what happened at this village? According to some Azerbaijani channels, from what I saw mainly Telegram channels, for example, Galiber, on February 12th, they started spreading information. They said that, oh, one of the Azerbaijani soldiers, specific border guard, was wounded by the Armenian forces. Now, the second this information came out, the Armenian Ministry of Defense did make a statement saying that they would conduct an investigation to see what happened. But the just the kind faces in Baku sent a video out. The Ministry of Defense of Azerbaijan, they sent a video out saying, here is the shooting that happened, this clear Armenian aggression that they also love talking about. And, I'm going to show the video, and you're going to see just the absolute atrocities, the fire, the shooting, the bullet. I'm going to show all that. So here you go. So as you can see, literally nothing happened. Yes, literally nothing happened. The amount of digging the Azerbaijani channels, I'm talking when I say channels, I mean Telegram channels. The Azerbaijani Telegram channels have been doing, the digging they've been doing to prove that there was a bullet shot at this man. It's honestly just amazing. If they put this much effort into doing this, then uh, they might as well control like the entire goddamn world. Oh my god. Clearly all that happened was this man was walking around and then he picked something up and then he walked away. The silly little red circles like a freaking YouTube thumbnail is showing nothing really. Editor's note, I forgot to mention how horrible the quality of this video is. Like, oh my god. You look at the quality of the like Ukrainian-Russian war. Oh my god. It's like a movie. It's like a movie. You go to Israel, Palestine. Oh my god, you get like the 4K uh goddamn iPhone 14 triple camera view. Here I can count the pixels with my hand. I can color it with my hand if I wanted to. This is what I'm trying to say. If you know video editing really, really well, if you know how to make and edit a video to make it something that it isn't, if you've seen any type of UFO footage, it is a horrible quality. One might wonder why. Why in the 21st century is this so bad? It's because that's the easiest way to fake footage. It's so easily editable. It is so easily just able to be messed with that you can't even tell because the quality is so horrible. So that's just a bit of an explanation on why the not an explanation, just explaining the horrible quality of that video. It's quite hilarious, honestly. This is the basis for what's about to happen next. Just so you know, you saw the video, you know the context. You're about to see what happens next. So what happens next today? At 5:30 a.m., some Azeris start shooting back, quote unquote, at the Armenian soldiers, calling this Operation Retaliation. You know, you have to give it a really nice name to really rile up that Azeri spirit. And what happens next is that 4 Armenian soldiers died. Firstly, if you just take away the fact, just put it to a side, the fact that that video literally shows nothing. Um, there's still you can't say that the shooting that could have happened, if it did, was unprovoked. You'd say, why do you think this? Well, since you are in someone else's territory, sovereign territory that your own state realizes. Meaning that any shooting that would happen wouldn't be unprovoked, since you're conducting military actions in another country. This being like soldiers going in and out, food going in and out, weapons going in and out, maybe not even out, only in. I don't know. No one really does, but just hypotheticals over here. You can't call it unprovoked because you're in their territory. And other than the fact that this whole stupid situation happened, um, the Azerbaijanis also said the specifically the uh, Ministry of Defense said that Armenians also started shooting in the province of Tavush. Now, I'm going to show the map up again of the occupied territories, and you can see that the occupied zones are in the provinces of Gerarkunik, mainly South Gerarkunik, Vayot, and Syuniq, and Tavush is the province above all of those, the only other province that borders Azerbaijan excluding Nakhichevan. If this will lead to anything happening at Tavush, I can't say. You can't really say anything yet since nothing's really happened. If that accusation will actually lead to something, I can't say. If it's even if it even has any basis at all or reason, we still can't say because nothing has really come out yet. Of course, if something does come out, I will talk about it, but I doubt personally, I really doubt anything would happen from that. So, that's what happened. If we're talking about a reason as for why this happened now, one could only guess, honestly. If you look at the timing of the recent events that happened, the snap elections that happened in Azerbaijan, maybe it really riled up the soldiers and they decided let's do a little bit of a killing thing. The Azerbaijanis recently have been really talking about how much the EU observer mission in Armenia is stupid. And there was a meeting that Mirzoyan had actually with the with EU representatives. That could also be another reason. As for why, because if we look at the history as in the past couple of years, whenever there's been border clashes, it usually happen whenever there's a meeting going on. Specifically in Armenia, obviously, not in Azerbaijan. The Azerbaijanis usually shoot at the army positions, wounding some people, killing some people. It usually happens when there's a meeting going on, mainly to just get the Armenian spirit down. It's kind of like a psychological propaganda, if you will. So, again, no one really knows actually why this happened now. We could know eventually why this happened now, but sadly, we live now and not tomorrow. So, we'll see. That's the situation on the border. I will be posting some actual other interesting stuff that's going on in the country later in the week, so stay tuned for that. Alright, that's the video. Hope you got something out of that. Always remember to question everything you see in front of your eyes. It's my little droplet of advice right there. Thanks, bye bye.